step away from me. I don't feel comfortable while I'm getting in my car and you're standing behind me.
What's your names?
No, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to call the cops. If you're going to get out of here, I'm going to call the cops.
Well, you can call...
Prepared to witness the downfall of officers who believed their badge made them untouchable, and that they could get away with blatantly disregarding the law they swore to uphold. However, karma would have other plans for officers like these, such as Deputy Kegley of Volusia County, Florida. On July 20th, 2024, a video uploaded to the channel Twisted Luck Truth showcased Deputy Cagle being cited for a violation on her own police vehicle. Her reaction to which was just annoyingly priceless.
Getting some B-roll and just working on a couple things. And they got some of these trucks recently. They got these new Ford F-150 pickup trucks. Just within the last couple months, started seeing these around. But I made an observation here. I see this right here. This is a Florida statute violation. You can't have anything that partially obscures that tag. And if you see there, we'll look at it straight on. Can you see the whole name of the state? Now, am I being petty? Yeah, I'm being petty, but I'm being petty because this is something that's enforced by police. You can't even have a clear license plate frame on there. You can't have anything in front of that tag. Even if you put a clear license plate cover over your tag, you could get pulled over for it, get a ticket for it. So this is kind of hypocritical when you have things like this by the Volusia Sheriff on a police vehicle that's got statute violations on it. And obviously they did this, so they know they did this. Typically you would see these lights affixed on the sides of the license plate. I see they got some, trailer things here, so maybe that wasn't an option. So instead they just said, well, screw it, we're the police, we can do anything we want that's against the statute, because who's going to give us a ticket? Who's going to stop us for it?
Having witnessed so many videos of officers often being petty themselves and bothering citizens with minor violations like these, it's infuriating to see them display such hypocrisy.
Police and bring things to their attention. We'll see the driver of the vehicle when they come back out. We'll ask them about it. We'll try to ask them about it. Now remember, if you or I borrow a friend's car and you have a tag violation on there or something, and you get stopped for it, it's not your car, you didn't put the tag on it, you got it that way, that wouldn't be a valid excuse for you. So keep that in mind before we ask, because sometimes, like with police tint violations, we've been given that excuse. It's not my car, that's the way I got it. That doesn't work for the people. That doesn't work for you and I. And I want to see what they have to say about it, because this is something they knowingly did. They know what the statutes are because they pull people over for it. So it's not like, oh, we didn't know. They can't play ignorant. They use this statute as probable cause to stop cars. Something blocking the tag, that's usually a pretty BS reason to stop somebody. Usually they want to see what else they can find, and they're just going to use your tag cover, your tag frame or whatever as the probable cause to stop you and go fishing. Go on a fishing trip, fishing expedition, see what else they can find. But the point is, they use that statute, they know that statute. So they knew when they did this, they're violating that statute. And I want to know what they had to say for it.
With that in mind, the right move for the deputy would be to admit and correct their mistake. Unfortunately, this wouldn't be the case with Deputy Cagle.
Hey, do you know in Florida statutes, can anything be obscuring the tag? Like anything in front of the tag?
You can't have anything obscuring the tag.
Any part of the tag? So that's nothing can be obscuring the tag? Oh, very friendly. I'm not being, what was your name?
I know, I appreciate it. I gotta finish some stuff, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. What's your name though? What was your name?
The Pinto?
DePinto? All right, yeah, I'm not being an man. I was just asking a question, that's all.
No, I'm not saying you were, man.
Yeah.
I just gotta fill some stuff out, all right?
Yeah. Well, that deputy, he looks like he's brand new. And I've never seen him before. But he reluctantly agrees that no, nothing can be obscuring that tag. Hello. That's your truck? It's got a statute violation on it.
Okay.
Do you know the tag is obscured? Did you already know the tag was obscured?
Can you step away from me? I don't feel comfortable while I'm getting in my car and you're standing behind me.
Oh, well, get over your feelings.
Okay.
So you're above the law then? You don't care about the statute violation? And why are you an ass? Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Your name?
As usual, officers like these pretend more to be VIPs than actual public servants, as they casually ignore the man and his perfectly valid question.
So there you have it. They don't care. They can violate the law, and it doesn't matter. She's actually training this one. This is a trainee. She just put that example on the, so this one is going to be learning to do just what that monster of a person did. Sorry, I hate to be mean, but damn. That's just a nasty, nasty person. What's up, man? I just tried to get a deputy to answer a question. I don't know, I was nice to her, but I think because I'm holding the camera, she just took off.
What was your question?
In Florida, can tags be obscured in Florida? Is it illegal for tags to be obscured?
Yeah.
So if anything's in front of it blocking any part of the tag,
Right.
that's not legal.
It's not legal.
And we could get a ticket for it.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So the reason I asked her is because her tag is obscured.
Okay.
It has two things in front of it. And I was nice to her. I said, hey, I just noticed your car has a statute violation on it.
Okay.
And she's like, okay. I was like, all right, well, I just want to let you know, maybe you don't know it's a statute violation or whatever I said. I was standing this far away from her.
Right.
And she's like, back up. I don't feel comfortable with you standing close to me. I was like, what about, are you above the law? I'm trying to tell you have a statute violation that a citizen could get stopped for and could get cited for. And I'm just trying to bring it to her attention. And man, I don't know what her name was. She drives a pickup truck. Blonde female, she got a trainee.
I'm not sure.
I gotta figure out her name. That's the thing too, and she also had a trainee.
Right.
And I don't think I've met you. What's your
Deputy Dallas.
Dallas.
Yes, sir.
I've not met you. So to have that attitude towards someone who's just saying, hey, do you know you have a statute violation on that truck? With a trainee. She's got a trainee too. And then you'll see in the video how nasty she was. That's how she's training new deputies.
And so the cycle of police malpractice and incompetence is continued through officers like Deputy Cagle blatantly ignoring statutes and laws, even when it's right in their face telling them.
Cops look bad. Attitudes like that. And you've been very nice to me, and you had no idea what I even wanted to say, but you're talking to me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
and that's
you didn't come off hostile. I'm not coming off hostile.
Yeah, that's how it is, and I appreciate that, and that's what I hope to always see. But when people see that attitude that she had, they don't associate that with just her.
Right.
They associate it with that uniform and that badge. So now when somebody encounters that, then they see you.
Right.
They're already gonna have a negative feeling towards you, and might be hostile towards you because they were just treated. So when other cops act like that, that affects you. It affects everybody.
Right.
I don't know what her problem was. I guess she must feel like she can do what she wants. The trucks are pretty new, the F-150s.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, we can't have that.
No,
people can't have that.
Yeah.
So they can't. We can't have hypocritical policing. That's something I do look for, and personally, do I care that the tag is obscured? No. But if we're enforcing things with a vehicle that isn't following the things being enforced, that's a problem. Right. So I just wanted to bring that to her attention. And nope, she didn't want anything to do with it. I mean, you saw what we already know. That's another deputy who confirms that is illegal. That's a statute violation, that we could get a ticket for it. And I appreciate his attitude. That's what I hope to get, right? You replay that video back yourself, and you tell me if I was nasty to her. Tell me who the escalator was. Trained in de-escalation, they claim to be, right? Trained in de-escalation. But her response to me letting her know, hey, you have something hypocritical and illegal on your vehicle, shrugs her shoulders. Okay. So that's kind of like, so what? I'm the police. Get the F out of here. And she turns around, get away from me. You're making me feel uncomfortable.
The officer that allowed the man to simply vent to him his frustrations with cops like Cagle is a prime example of what cops are meant to be. Defenders of the public who hear them out.
Hey, do you know who the female cop with the truck?
Yes, sir.
What's her name?
Deputy Cagle.
Cagle. All right, I was asking her name and she left on me. Her truck was parked there, and I noticed the tag is obscured. They installed lights over
on the sides, I think, right? Or is
it's
it top
directly in
sides?
front of the tag.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's not, legal. That doesn't follow the statute. So, and my point is, hypocritical policing, we just have to follow the things that we enforce.
Right.
And when she came out, I was like, hey, how you doing? I just wanted to let you know, do you know your vehicle has a statute violation on it? Okay, what do you want me to tell you what it is? Do you care to know what it is? And she turned around and barked at me. I was standing, I don't know, at least 15 feet away from her. And she was like, you need to back away from me. I don't feel comfortable getting in my car where you're standing right there. I'm like, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm trying to tell you about the statute violation. I asked her name, she just drove off. I was just trying to let her know that, what she has is illegal. She probably, she could use that as probable cause on a citizen. And
yeah, if anything, we can, since we're on the same shift, our supervisor is pretty good at it. He's a motors guy.
Yeah.
To take it out to fleet to just try to get it swapped out.
I just want to let her know. Like, personally, I don't come out here and nitpick, right?
I got you.
I don't care. You can
I've seen you out here plenty of times.
dark as you want. Personally, I don't care. But if somebody, and this is just an example, if someone has tint that dark on a police car and they're using that car to enforce tint laws, that I have an issue with, right?
I can agree.
But, I don't care. Personally, I don't care. Just like that. I don't care. But we're enforcing things, we're going to follow them too. So yeah, that was it, man. I appreciate it. I was just trying to find her name, but
It would be wishful thinking to assume that maybe Deputy Cagle was reprimanded or at least made to fix her obstruction. But with the way these departments are structured nowadays, it is sadly more likely that she got off scot-free.
What's your names?
No, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna call the cops. If you're gonna get out of here, I'm gonna call the cops.
Well, you can call.
On September 1st, 2024, a video uploaded by the channel Long Island Audit showcased the channel owner Sean's experience in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with the Department of Transportation, where he would enter the building as a public auditor, only to be met with a not-so-enthusiastic reception.
Can we help you?
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Who are you?
We work for the department. How did you get in?
How did I get in?
Yeah.
Oh, I just walked through the door. Is this like a restricted area?
Yes. This is the government building.
What are you looking for? What place are you looking for?
Well, who are you, sir? I don't know who you guys are.
Well,
We work here.
Right, but that's.
Who are you is the question, because you're in PennDOT's building here.
Yeah, you're in
Right.
a state government building of which you're not permitted to be. You don't
Why
have
am I not
access to.
permitted to?
Because you're not an
You're not
employee.
an employee of PennDOT.
Only employees are permitted in this building?
Exactly.
Let's head out.
Why
Let's
are-
head downstairs. Come on.
What's your names?
No. Let's go. Let's
No.
go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call the
So-
cops. If you're gonna get out of here, I'm gonna call the cops.
Well, you can call, ma'am.
No,
just
you
don't.
have
You,
to listen
you don't
to
need to
me.
touch me,
No,
okay?
listen.
You don't
All
need
you
to
gotta
touch
do
me.
is move.
Okay,
Let's
relax,
go.
sir.
No,
Who are
no.
you?
No.
It doesn't
please
matter.
go.
Let's
Who are you?
You're going to have to leave the building now.
Fred,
I
Get
am
your-
trying to. You keep grabbing me.
Let's go.
I'm
Right
not
out here.
touching you.
Let's
You
go.
didn't touch me, ma'am?
But
Really?
You're not moving,
Please
sir. Come,
leave.
let's go.
This is publicly accessible. I got here
No,
through a
this
publicly
is
This is
accessible
not.
door.
There's a lock on the. You can't. You have to get. How'd you get through?
I just opened the door. It was
What do-
open.
what door?
The front door.
You can't come through
You
the
didn't-
front door.
I did. That's
There's
exactly
no
what just
way.
happened.
Well, show us where you came through. How about that?
Okay,
Can you show
sure.
us?
I'm going to take the elevator
No,
over
we're
here.
going this way.
Immediately, Sean was met with such hostility from these workers, despite the fact this was a public building that was free for him to enter, despite what these clowns claimed.
Come on.
I'll take the elevator
No, we're
down.
going
I'm
this
leaving,
way.
sir. I'm leaving. Excuse me.
Listen, you're not.
I
You
was
don't
just
have
taking a
access.
tour around the public building here.
You're not allowed to do that.
This is not a public
Yeah.
building, and please shut off your camera.
No, ma'am.
Well, you know what? We'll call the cops on you.
Ma'am, what makes you think you could just put your hands on people like that?
Sir,
I wouldn't
touch
dare to put my
did
hands
was-
on
You're
you.
not supposed to be in here. You're not authorized to be in here.
There's no restricted area signs.
Yes,
There's
The
no
there
door is locked
trespassing.
out front. How did you get through the door?
I just opened the door.
There's
The
no way.
whole building is restricted.
We have
There's no
badges.
signs. There's nothing that indicates
signs all
that.
over.
Where?
State
How
government
did,
outside.
where did you? Which door did you come in?
Through the
All
front door.
restricted.
Yeah, the door locks. You had a piggyback off of somebody that came out.
You
It
couldn't
doesn't say restricted area or
It doesn't-
anything. I
the
passed.
doors, there's locks on the doors. You can't. All doors are locked.
Right, but there's no restricted areas.
But how did
How
you
am I
get-
supposed to know this is a restricted area?
How did you get through the door?
I opened the door.
Show me what
You
door you opened. It's
you
impossible.
can't.
No.
I'm telling you, I opened the door.
Show us the door. Then we got a problem if you opened the door.
I'm
If
telling
anybody's
you,
got
I
a
opened the door.
problem.
How did I break the door?
Show me the door that opened.
Sure.
That way we can get it fixed.
No
then.
problem.
Show us where it is.
Is this the door you came
Where's the
through?
restricted area signs here?
Is this the door you came through?
Yeah, that's the door. Yeah.
So show me how you came through.
Go out and try and come back in.
Why would I do that if it's a restricted area? I don't want to come back in here.
So you had to come through here, piggyback off of somebody else.
Oh, it just opened.
No, it didn't. There's
It
no
just
way.
opened.
No, there's no way.
It was open. Maybe the person didn't close it right. I don't know.
No,
But look, there's nothing indicating here that this is a restricted area.
This is a next level of ridiculousness, as these workers refuse to admit their own incompetence in closing off this side of the building, choosing instead to repeatedly argue and berate Sean.
It doesn't matter. You can't get by here unless you have.
Obviously I did.
Unless you have a badge.
Obviously, I did without a badge, sir. It was open.
Let me see your ID.
Who are you?
Let me see.
Why are you asking?
I'm gonna call the cops. Hey,
You
listen.
can call the cops all you want, sir. You told me it was a restricted area and I left.
Can you call the police department?
For what? What makes you think you have the authority, sir, to just ask me for my ID?
You just can't
It just
walk-
opened.
No,
It
no,
opened.
No, it didn't. There's
It
no way.
opened.
There's no
I'm
way.
telling.
You have-
What did I break it?
This door is locked. As soon as you leave, the door.
When I pulled it, it was open, sir. When I pulled on it, it was
Maybe it
open.
wasn't. Maybe
it wasn't fully closed.
Exactly. Maybe you piggyback. on
Okay, so
somebody
maybe it wasn't fully closed, but there's no signs here to indicate that I'm not allowed to go back there, sir. So how am I supposed to know? And then you both just come at me aggressive like I did something wrong. This is,
You have to have a badge.
sir, there is a government, I did not know that. There's a government building, there's reviews based on people,
See right here?
members of the
See
public.
right here? All visitors must
Must
go
what?
to the receptionist here.
Okay, I didn't see that. And that doesn't mean that it's a restricted area, sir.
Did you report to the receptionist?
No, I did not. I did not know I needed to. I didn't know I needed to report to somebody in a public building. This is the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, is it not?
This is not where you get your license.
I understand that. No, I'm not here for that. This is engineering, right?
What are you here for?
This is engineering, right?
This
Oh,
is the engineering building.
right.
This is
I
for
was-
District 11, yes.
Right.
This is for the employees.
Right.
All visitors must report to.
So you do have visitors here.
I find it very curious why this employee is so panicked and adamant of getting Sean to leave. What would he have to hide? Why are they so afraid of just one member of the public?
Right to the
So
receptionist.
what do I report and tell her? That I want to take a tour of the building?
You can't take a tour of the building.
Why?
You cannot.
Are you in the supervisor here, sir?
Am I a supervisor? No, I'm the safety person in this building. I'm responsible for safety in this
For,
building.
for safety?
I am, yes.
Okay. There's nothing. Nobody is unsafe at this point, sir.
I never said that.
Okay. I'm just letting you know.
You're
making
walking
it seem-
through here is unsafe for
How?
all our employees because you're not allowed in past there.
But there's no.
Hold on
Can we
a
agree that there's no signage on this door that makes it visible, or anywhere that says this is an employees only?
I'm not going to argue.
I'm not arguing with you, sir. I'm speaking facts. Is it not open to the public? Pastor, they never told me.
You don't have to.
So I have to sign in here and then I can go in? No. Why not?
You have to have a specific reason why you're here.
But it's a public building. It's funded by taxpayers, is it not?
We're not going to argue with you.
I'm sorry? I'm filming everything. Yeah, I film that's what a journalist does. He documents his experiences, man. So this is open to the public, right? Just so we're
I don't know what
clear?
you mean by this. This.
The lobby? Obviously, right? I don't know. I mean, you guys are just making things restricted out of nowhere.
I never said anything about restricted. All I said was you have to report to the receptionist when you come in here. If you're not an employee and able to badge in.
Now see, referring to the receptionist first is a wildly different rule than the one the employee started out with, insisting that Sean couldn't enter no matter what.
Right. Again, the door was left open, sir. I don't know. The door was open when I pulled on it, and I passed them.
You're telling me
I
that.
came in here, sir, and I filmed all around here, and then I walked into the door. They saw me. I mean, I don't see the.
I'm just telling you that everybody in this building.
So what kind of services? What kind of services do you offer here in the?
Has a badge to get into the building.
What kind of operations do you conduct here in this building?
We're responsible for the whole district, District 11.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean, sir? So is there somebody I could talk to regarding my story I'm working on, sir? Some questions that somebody can answer for me, or? So there's nobody here that can answer any questions for me, sir?
No, I'm not going to answer any of your questions
Why?
because you're not supposed to be here.
But I am supposed to, I'm where I'm supposed to be right now, right? You see how long the door stays open for? Maybe that's how. I don't know.
If you would just say help.
I don't know.
The employee would continue to give Sean attitude and wish him gone. Despite the fact that Sean committed no crime during this period, he would still be met with some boys in blue.
Hey, sir. Hey, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
How you guys doing?
How are you? Good, good. When did you call? I didn't call him, no, but our receptionist. Yeah, sure.
Sir, I just wanted to clear one thing up really quick. This door here is locked, but when I was walking in, and this is what I was trying to explain to them because I wanted, I was trying to de-escalate the situation. When I was walking in, people were leaving and the door was open, so I just walked in, and this is how I'm trying to explain it to them. Because as you can see, there's nothing that indicates that this is any sort of employees only area or a restricted area.
Yeah, it's a state building, so if you have any questions, you can talk to your attorney or the state agency for that matter.
Questions regarding what the agency does here, but now I'm speaking to you only because they called you, and I don't want them to lie and say I did something that I didn't. She put her hands on me, so it was just I wanted to clarify it, just make sure you understood.
Yeah,
what's
we
going
definitely
on.
reach out to your attorney, contact the state.
Well, I don't need to speak to my attorney. I'm not being charged with any crimes, am I? Okay.
Yeah, it's a state building though. It has nothing to do with what we're doing. We're just coming down here.
He's videotaping everything.
He's been videotaping.
Hi, sir. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
This is locked.
We'll be sure to get the body camera footage from the officers from the department, Collier Township, PA. Did you contact the state police?
Amazing. So many people and employees of a public government institution all stopping their work because of one public civilian just goes to show how disconnected they are with citizens.
Management is asking to leave. Okay, we're local authority. We are not asking you to leave by any means. It's a state building. It's up to the state police to handle their own issues.
Right.
If they don't want to come, that's on them. If they want you detained and arrested, that's on them. We are not detaining you. We are not arresting you. Are you willing to give ID? Are you willing to show your ID just to us for
my
our
name is
report?
My name is Sean.
Okay,
my name
that's
is
fine.
Sean.
So you're like I said, we're not detaining you. We're not arresting you. We're not doing anything. We're not removing you from this building.
Right.
They are asking you to leave. As far as I'm concerned, that's a public lobby.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, sir, I want to make it very clear. I had no
sign-
idea.
Right. There's no signs. I understand.
I figured
There's
it was
no
a public
signs.
building open
There's
to
no
the
signs that
public.
say employees only.
Right, yeah,
So the door was not secured when you went through.
Right.
That's on them.
Right.
They need to handle that.
And that's what I was just telling them, sir. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had
And
no.
you can film all day long, man. I have no
listen,
issue.
I apologize to myself.
you're
Listen,
good.
I didn't mean to go back there. I didn't know it was. I did mean to go back there, but I had no idea that it was restricted.
Sure.
Nothing.
There's no signs that are posted.
Literally no signs.
There's nothing. Employees only.
So,
There's.
if you are you leaving now?
They didn't like. Of course. I mean, it's
Are
only
you
common
leaving
sense.
now, or-
Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave now. I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, we're not. Like I said, we are not asking you to leave.
Right. I don't
You're
think
on
you
the
are,
public
sir.
sidewalk,
You just
you're,
called, so
you
we
know.
responded.
No, of course. No, I understand, guys. Listen, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time.
You're a journalist?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Yes, sir. Independent journalist.
You need to get one of them.
Collier Township Police Department responded with 4 patrol vehicles. That's the supervisor there. They did a pretty good job. I think they did a good job. They didn't want to get involved with this nonsense that these people were trying to escalate the situation here inside of the Department of Transportation. And, they didn't want to get involved. They explained to them, hey, put up signage so people know what's restricted and what's not. What is an employee-only area and what's not. Again, no idea that door was sealed. It was locked. There's no way of me knowing.
Now, citizens have a First Amendment right to be able to witness the institutions that serve to uphold their welfare. And yet, nowadays, these institutions, not only this department, but law enforcement as well, are more concerned with putting themselves above the common man. That brings to the end of today's cases. Please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.